Toyota is bringing the 2026 Tundra to market with 6 targeted updates that fix real problems and add features owners have been requesting. If you're trying to decide whether to wait for the new model or buy a leftover 2025, understanding these 6 key differences will show you exactly where your money is going. The Japanese automaker isn't doing a full redesign, but these changes address the most critical areas that separate a good truck from a great one. Number 6. Comfort upgrades. The Tundra's suspension has always been one of its strongest selling points. Toyota engineered this truck with a sophisticated setup that balances capability with everyday comfort, and the results speak for themselves. On limited grade and above, the cab mounts to the frame with hydraulic mounts which do an excellent job of filtering out vibrations and road harshness. This creates a refined ride quality that rivals luxury SUVs, not just competing trucks. For 2026, Toyota is building on this foundation with practical cabin improvements. Anyone who's driven their family around in the summer heat knows how the back seat can turn into an oven, especially when you're stuck in traffic or making multiple stops. Double cab models are getting rear air vents mounted on the back of the center console, directing cool air exactly where rear passengers need it most. This eliminates the constant "it's too hot back here" chorus from the kids. Safety technology remains comprehensive across the lineup, with Toyota Safety Sense 2.5 coming standard on every Tundra. This suite includes pre-collision system with pedestrian detection, full speed range, dynamic radar cruise control, lane departure alert with steering assist, lane tracing assist, road sign assist, and automatic high beams. Higher trims add blind spot monitor with rear cross traffic alert. So the cabin is getting more comfortable, but comfort means nothing if you're constantly climbing in and out of an awkwardly tall truck, which is exactly what Toyota addressed next. Number 5. New standard and available equipment. Toyota is shuffling equipment across the Tundra lineup in ways that add real value. The SX package now includes 20-inch wheels instead of the previous 18-inch units. This visual upgrade gives the truck a more commanding presence without the cost of moving to a Platinum or 1794 edition model. Getting in and out of a lifted truck gets old fast, especially after a long day on the job site or when you're wearing your good clothes. Power running boards are becoming available on Platinum and 1794 edition models when equipped with the TRD off-road package. These automatically deploy when you open the door and retract when you close it, giving you a solid step when you need it while maintaining ground clearance during off-road driving. Every 2026 Tundra now comes standard with a tow hitch and 7/4-pin trailer connector. This includes the entry-level SR grade, eliminating an additional cost for buyers who plan to tow occasionally. The standardization makes sense given the Tundra's maximum towing capacity of 12,000 pounds with the iForce Max hybrid powertrain. The limited grade is transitioning to leather-trimmed seats in both black and gray. The black leather features white stitching, while the gray leather gets black stitching, creating a more upscale appearance. The capstone grade receives new shale premium textured leather-trimmed seats for an even more refined look. These equipment upgrades are great for convenience, but they don't solve one of the biggest practical problems truck owners face on long trips, which brings us to a change that affects every single Tundra. Number 4. Standard large tank. The 32.2-gallon fuel tank is now standard across all Tundra grades, eliminating the smaller tank option that was previously standard on lower trims. Combined with the improved efficiency of the twin-turbo powertrains, the larger tank delivers exceptional range. With the iForce twin-turbo V6, which achieves 18 miles per gallon city and 23 miles per gallon highway in two-wheel drive configuration, the 32.2-gallon tank provides an estimated 580 miles of city driving or 741 miles on the highway. The combined range sits around 644 miles, which means most owners can go 2 weeks or more between fill-ups. The iForce Max Hybrid pushes these figures even higher. With 20 miles per gallon city and 24 miles per gallon highway ratings, the hybrid delivers approximately 644 miles of city range or 772 miles on the highway. The combined range reaches about 708 miles, giving the hybrid Tundra a 60 to 70 mile advantage per tank over the non-hybrid version. That's an impressive range for daily driving, but if you're planning to take your Tundra off-road, the TRD Pro is getting some updates that serious trail runners will want to hear about. Number 3. TRD Pro novelties. The TRD Pro trim sits at the performance end of the Tundra lineup, and Toyota is giving it some meaningful updates for 2026. The most visible change is Wavemaker, a striking light blue paint exclusive to TRD Pro models across Toyota's truck and SUV lineup. This color creates a unified visual identity for the brand's most capable off-road models. The bigger news involves the availability of isodynamic seats, which first appeared in the Tacoma TRD Pro. These seats feature integrated shock absorbers that work independently from the truck's suspension to reduce vertical movement and jarring impacts during off-road driving. The Tundra's larger cabin solves the space problem these seats created in the Tacoma, providing enough room without compromising rear passenger comfort. The TRD Rally package is now available with a TRD 3-inch lift kit and tow tech package, combining 3 separate options into one comprehensive upgrade. This bundle raises the truck's ride height for improved ground clearance and approach angles, while maintaining the towing capability that makes the Tundra practical for work and recreation. TRD Pro models come standard with multi-terrain select, crawl control, downhill assist control, an electronically locking rear differential, and multi-terrain monitor with multiple cameras to show potential obstacles around the truck. All these TRD Pro upgrades are exciting, but none of them would matter if Toyota hadn't fixed the elephant in the room that's been haunting the Tundra since launch. Number 2. Fixing the powertrain. The early third-generation Tundras faced a significant reliability issue that damaged Toyota's reputation. The twin-turbo 3.4-liter V6 engine experienced problems serious enough to require complete engine replacements in approximately 100,000 vehicles. For a brand built on dependability, these failures represented a crisis that demanded immediate attention. Toyota has spent the past 2 years completely addressing these problems. The company implemented comprehensive quality control improvements and engineering refinements that eliminated the root causes of the early failures. The 2026 model represents the most thoroughly vetted version of this powertrain, offering the reliability that Toyota customers expect. The twin-turbo V6 delivers impressive performance numbers that surpass the old 5.7-liter V8 it replaced. The iForce produces 389 horsepower and 479 pound-feet of torque, compared to 381 horsepower and 401 pound-feet from the previous naturally aspirated V8. Fuel economy improved dramatically as well, with the new V6 achieving 18 miles per gallon city and 23 miles per gallon highway in two-wheel drive form. The old V8 managed just 13 miles per gallon city and 17 miles per gallon highway, making the new engine about 5 miles per gallon better overall. This focus on reliability improvement explains Toyota's measured approach to introducing new powertrain options. The brand cannot afford another high-profile reliability issue with its flagship truck. The 2026 updates showcase a refined, dependable powertrain that should deliver the legendary longevity Toyota built its reputation on. So, Toyota fixed the engine and added all these features, but here's the uncomfortable question every buyer needs to ask. Are these updates worth what Toyota is charging for them? Number 1. Pricing. Toyota has announced pricing for the 2026 Tundra, and the increases are modest but noticeable. The entry-level SR double cab starts at $43,355 including destination, representing a $1,270 increase over the 2025 model. This marks the biggest year-over-year jump in the lineup. The SR5 double cab rises $650 to $48,605, while the Limited starts at $56,955, up $655 from the previous year. Mid-level trims show minimal price movement. The Platinum starts at $65,790, up just $120, while the 1794 edition begins at $66,475, also a $120 increase. The TRD Pro starts at $74,660, rising only $155, and the range-topping capstone comes in at $82,895, up $175 from the last year. These price increases raise questions about value, especially when combined with modest updates rather than a comprehensive refresh. The standardization of the larger fuel tank and tow hitch adds some justification for the higher prices, but buyers might wonder if the improvements warrant the additional cost. With competition from Ford, Chevrolet, GMC, and Ram intensifying, the Tundra faces pressure to deliver exceptional value to justify its pricing position. The 2026 Toyota Tundra brings refinements rather than revolution, focusing on solving real problems that owners identified in earlier models. The fixed powertrain addresses the reliability concerns that threaten Toyota's reputation, while practical additions like the standard large tank, power running boards, and rear air vents improve daily usability. The TRD Pro's ISO dynamic seats show Toyota hasn't forgotten enthusiasts, even as pricing creeps upward. Rivals are bringing updates, but some of them seem quite polarizing, which is why you must check out our video about the controversial changes on the 2026 Ram 1500. If you thought things couldn't get any worse after the last year's redesign, changes for the next year's model seem even more polarizing. Ram seems to have a lot of trouble regaining the trust of their loyal customers.